Okay, there we go. There we go. We got the Hunt Caller. We got the Hunt Caller. I think we just kind of go for broke because we can put everything onto the battlefield. I'm a little bit nervous about a counter spell, but we can't play scared. So let's go for Smuggler Surprise. I don't think this is that big of a surprise. Here we go, baby. Here we go. Go. No way. No way. Okay, we're gonna go for Ghalta, Stampede Tyrant. This is gonna be absolutely insane. Ghalta, Stampede Tyrant, and then we just get down the Hunt Caller. So Surrak, Hunt Caller. This is gonna be absolutely bonkers. Look at all the card draw here. No, Ghalta's gonna go crazy. Ladies and gentle mages, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode of Man and Man, and today we've got a juicer for us. So today we are revisiting Mono Green, and Mono Green is plenty playable, and I think it might actually be good. Let's go and dive right in, baby. We got the Surrak Surprise. So initially you kind of see we got a Mono Green. Obviously this is not like an aggro Mono Green. It's more of like a combo-y, mid-rangey, half ramped, half something Mono Green. I don't know, but it plays pretty well. Somebody did hit me with this on the ladder here with the Smuggler Surprise into a Sire of 7 Deaths and a Vaultborn Tyrant, and I literally almost cried. So I was like, you know what, let's go ahead and I'll take that kind of like inspiration and try and do my own thing here. So initially you'll see we got Smuggler Surprise. Obviously that is going to be, you know, one of the most things that we have. So we got a lot of S's here. We got Smuggler Surprise, Surrak, I call this Surrak Surprise. So if you kind of notice at the beginning of combat on your turn, if creatures you control total power 8 or greater, target creature you control gains haste until end of turn. So this does kind of allow a lot of different like things you can do here. If you have the like Smuggler Surprise, and sometimes you might want to go for a Surrak. I mean, you don't always have these like giant, huge dinos in here. You're gonna get something haste, and that can definitely make a lot of pressure on the opponent when you do have what like Ghalta, Primal Hunger, or something like that, or Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. I do have Stampede Tyrant because there's a lot of times where like you're in like sort of this weird stalemate, and you will actually see in the video where you're getting like this like weird stalemate where like you got a bunch of creatures, I got a bunch of creatures, I don't want to swing, you don't want to swing, we're just building up the board. So I think Surrak, the Hunt Caller, can really make a big difference, and obviously the Ghalta. So if you got Ghalta and you got like a big clogged up hand, you just drop all of them, Surrak's gonna give them haste, and it's gonna be a wonderful time. So I mean, obviously with the Vaultborn Tyrant, the Sire 7 Deaths is pretty obvious. I think this is like more low-hanging fruit with the Smuggler Surprise, but I want to go ahead and run the Tyrranax Rex as well. So you notice that we do have Ghalta, Vaultborn Tyrant, and a Tyrranax Rex. So I thought, why not just go for a Paleontologist as well? Only 3, because I do kind of like this deck is kind of weird. You don't want to just like ramp up to the high heavens. I mean, you do like the Paleontologist, and then for that 2 is actually really relevant because again, there's so many like Simic Terror decks. There's the Simic Crabby thingy. There's just Abhorrent Oculus, and just Gruul Delirium. So Graveyard Hate is like really in right now. So if you can use that 2 power, honestly, there's a lot of times where it's just like good versus the opponent. You don't have to always, because we don't have like discard stuff. So it's not like we're going to be like, you know, going for Paleontologist. It's more good for like grindier type games. The Flourishing Bloom-Kin, I have not been a huge fan of this card in times past, but I think this is really good because with the Trailblazer, a lot of times this just comes out as like a 4/4/2. A 2-drop 4/4 or higher, and the Trailblazer just lets you draw, and it's pretty nice, so it kind of works with me. Honestly, the weakest link I think is the Overlord of the Hauntwoods. I don't know. Typically, you don't want to just like ramp up into. I mean, it's so good of a card that if you get like a Elves into Overlord, it's just so good that like I don't know. We can't really ignore it. But if you notice, I'm only running 22 lands here. I do run the Bushwhack. Pretty good here. You can always just kind of like search for lands if you kind of need it. You don't actually need that much hard land, I've noticed. Especially with the Bushwhack, kind of offsets this a little bit. So I think 22 is just fine. I wouldn't get cute with like a Fountain Port or anything like that because we do run Polukranos Reborn and the Archdruid Charm. These exactly take 3 green. So I'm not really comfortable with like a Fountain Port or anything like that. But I do like this card a lot. I do think it's really damn good. Exile target artifact or enchantment, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. It deals damage equal to its power, so they're not fighting, and you get to do this at instant speed, or you can just go search your library for a card, which is kind of nice though. Like, let's say you want to just search your library specifically for a Ghalta or a Surrak. That's pretty damn good in my opinion. Like I said, this is the deck here. I don't know. I think it works pretty well. Is it the most competitive version? I'd like to think so. I mean, I do think the Surrak does give you a little bit more upside later in the game, but nevertheless, here I go and show you my sideboard here. We do have the Baloth because of the Pixie decks here, and of course, a little bit more Graveyard Hate, but kind of the normal stuff here. So, as always, let's go ahead and give a shout to the Mana Rocks. The Mana Rocks are the patrons and the YouTube channel members that do help out the channel financially, which means the absolute world to me. Excited, but hopefully, kind of just keep up the same pace here with like maybe like 2 or 3 videos every single week. Hopefully, we'll get a little bit more going when Aether Drift comes out. But it is what it is. Until we become a big time content creator, I do appreciate the support to the Mana Rock, so thank you so much. It does mean the world to me in my marathon into the journey of content creation. I think we're at like 610 videos, which is kind of just wild to think about. 610 videos. Wow. Well, thank you so much for the support, because I couldn't do it without you guys, so it is what it is. Feel free to join us in the Discord. The Discord is absolutely free to join. We are getting ready for Aether Drift in there, but just keep in mind that only you can help protect the Aether with me, so make sure to leave a like on the video. The button looks just like this. Without further ado, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Mika Fez, how you doing here? Alright, so I got none of our big stuff, but we'll find our big stuff. The Trailblazer has some pretty decent card draw, especially as you get going with the game, so... Regarding the Bushwhack, I do kind of like it. Obviously, having it be able to flex for a Storm Chaser's talent. Being able to flex... Oh, there's another Bushwhack. I guess we'll really see what the Bushwhack is made of. But isn't Storm Chaser's talent... I think it's like a $15 like rare now, which is kind of crazy, but... Feels like every single blue deck runs it. Whether it's like Dimir, Bounce, obviously Esper Pixie. This seems to be Simic and they're running it, so... Just kind of a wild card, man. Get down our Paleontologist, see if we can get some dinos, but, gotta be careful here. This deck, whenever they go for, like, the crab, usually they go in for the, you know, the flash crab that taps your creatures. A lot of times they can just, like, take over the game when they're seemingly behind. So I give this deck a lot of respect. Yeah, I can pretty much assume this is gonna be, like, the, you know, Terror, whatever, unsummoned deck. So I got our Vaultborn Tyrant. So here's the thing, I could go for the Trailblazer and like just plot it or whatever, but I think I'm gonna respect this deck because they can kind of steamroll you. I'm gonna go for the Paleontologist, and we're gonna go for the Bushwhack instead. I know it seems a little bit crazy, but we're gonna see what this does here. I respect this deck a lot. They can just start popping off, sneakily tap you down, and they can just kind of like steamroll you and just go for lethal. So. We're multiple turns off from going in for the Tyrant, so I don't think I'm really like that bent out of shape about that. Analyze the Pollen. Okay, I actually kind of considered going for Analyze the Pollen for this deck, but I think with the Bushwhack, we've got enough of like that, like, search, you know, like search for a land if you need it, or like, you know, plan B is like a better effect. Okay, Tyrranax Rex, okay, gotta love that. So now we go for Bushwhack, basic land. This is fine. We want to get our land drop down. Like, don't get me wrong. We still want to get this land drop down. Alright. And the thing is we could also hold up the, whatchamacallit, the ability from the Paleontologist. I think I'm going to do this. I know it seems a little crazy, but I want to guarantee that I can make use of this. If I don't hold up 2 to, like, exile the graveyard from... Because, like, that's what I would want to do. Not really concerned about the 2 damage on the Paleontologist. It's either we make the most use of the Bushwhack, because as of right now... Okay, that's fine. Because as of right now, if they don't have a counterspell, we can go for Trailblazer, land drop, and then a Tyrant or a Rex. Whereas if we didn't go for that Bushwhack, add land, we would not be guaranteed 7 mana next turn. Of the Beanstalk, this is good. This is good. Okay, so the plan is coming into fruition. Another Bushwhack. So there we go. We got a full Bushwhack season. Outcaster Trailblazer. Add green, and now we got 7. I'm gonna go for the Tyrranax Rex. They're gonna have a hard time with this. I know that going in for the Vaultborn Tyrant might be a little better, but let's go for you. Draw. There we go. Okay, so I was gonna say, like, it would be, no, I think it's better. I think it's better to just get the Tyrranax Rex out here. Got Ward 4. They can't just unsummon it, and even if they do, it's just coming back. So I think they're gonna have a really, really hard time with this Tyrranax Rex. There's a Terror, yep. And with the Beanstalk, they are going to get a lot of draw. So, like I said, I give this deck so much respect. There's another one. All right. I give this deck all the respect in the world, because now they go for Crab, they tap you down. All the card draw in the world, like, gotta respect it. There's the... Oh, they're going to go for the Crab immediately. Here's the thing, though. I can't really swing in, though, because I mean, they could just do a 2 for... a 2 block on the Rex. They didn't have to do that now, I don't think, right? They're not swinging, so like they could have waited on the Crab. I don't have counter spells in mono green, so it seemed a little hasty, but okay. See, this is the unfortunate part is they only have... I mean, we'll just do this. I mean, it's not really unfortunate. I mean, we're still in a pretty good spot here. So, Vaultborn Tyrant, we get 2 card draws off this. There's another one. All right. Oh, baby. Okay. Okay, there we go. There we go. We're kind of cooking with oil now. All right. So, can't swing in. They would just do a 2-for, you know, on my Rex, and it'd essentially be a 1-for-1, which is not where I want to be right now. Let's go ahead and build up this board. So, let's see here. Seed of Hope. Sure. It's only a permanent, so that Rona's Vortex is not going to be good. But they do get that Storm Chaser's talent. Yep. What's kind of nice, though, is like with a Paleontologist, usually you want to use it for the dinos, but it's a little worse than, like, say, a Ghost Vacuum, or even like a Scavenging Ooze, obviously, because it costs 2. But the Paleontologist, we can start removing their graveyard for 2. I'm more interested in just dropping down Tyrants for now, but... Ooh, Flourishing Bloom-Kin, there we go. Alright. Let's just do it, man. A Vaultborn Tyrant number 2. I mean, this is going to be like the most insane card draw ever, right? We're still not leaving up enough mana for the Paleontologist, but who really cares, though? We're going to draw, what, 3 cards here, so whatever. Bam. Bam. Gaining a lot of life, too. The life gain is definitely relevant, I can tell you that right now. Sure. We could Bushwhack. I mean, we might as well, right? We've got enough land, so, like, maybe we just fight something, just kind of thin out the board here. Can't pay the ward cost, so we'll just do this. Now, I'm a little shaky on the... Not really, right? No. They can unsummon their crab to save it. Because they can't target the Rex, I can tell you that, with that ward. That ward is definitely a pain in the ass for them. So, big dinos, go boom. Looking pretty good here. There's another crab, yep, draw. This deck keeps coming. I think we're slowly, very slowly winning the war of attrition. But, you know, it's way too early, is what I'm saying. They could do something kind of... Another crab. Oh my god. Alright, yep. Can't tap down the Rex. No way, no how. But they can do the Trailblazer. Is there any... See, that's what I'm saying. You kind of think like, oh yeah, we're looking like really good here. If they can bounce the... Hold on. If they can bounce the Rex and then make that prowess thingy... I don't think so. It's 5, 10, 15, 20. They would need that prowess otter to be 6 power. And they can't do that with the ward. There's no way. But this is close. You see how like you literally could be in a good spot, and then out of nowhere, like an RKO, they're looking good. Or at least decent. Yeah, even if they like unsummon the Rex, they pay the 4. There's no way they can get that otter up to 6 power. Is that a swamp? Okay, that just threw me off. A swamp, so I guess this is technically Sultai. Why are you running a random swamp in here? That just threw me for a big loop. I have no idea what that swamp is for, but okay. That Rex with the ward, oh man. We went on the offensive with the Rex initially with that 4 poison counters, but the Rex is playing defense. Analyze the pollen, sure. Otter up to 3. I'm just wondering, let's just do like a fun little thought experiment. If the otter, or the Rex, didn't have ward, like they could have maybe gone in for lethal here. If they had like an unsummon, just some other stuff. Oh, Ghalta, okay. Ghalta Primal Hunter, now we're looking good. I'm just gonna go for the Vaultborn Tyrant, and we're just gonna get like a Ghalta. This is gonna be absolutely insane. Alright, let's kind of map ourselves out. I mean, obviously, we can like deck ourselves out, kind of, but I don't think we're like any real trouble to do that. So, is that being a little bit too crazy? I might worry about decking myself out because we're gonna have to establish a pretty insane board here. So let's go in for the Haunt. Maybe I don't know Haunt. If we go for Hauntwoods here, we can kind of ramp up, and I think we just want to get into like our Surrak. I'm also a little nervous about a counterspell. Not majorly, but they did specifically leave open 3 mana sources here, so you know, gotta kind of worry about that a little bit. Got 38 cards in my deck. If I go for another Vaultborn, I don't know, maybe that's a little bit too dumb. Okay. There's our Smuggler Surprise. That's, I also wanted to get that down. So let's go in for the Bloom-Kin, and then we can go for Ghalta. So we're getting more land or presence down. So we could have gone for a Tyrant and a Ghalta, or we could have gone for the Hauntwoods, Bloom-Kin, and a Ghalta, and I kind of went that route, which I don't know if that's the right move or not, but we'll see. Alright, this goes through. Draw, baby. I think we got enough card draw. Ooh, Archdruid's Charm, my lucky charm. That's a fun card. And now we go in for Ghalta, Primal Hunger. Let's go. 2 mana Ghalta, you gotta love it. Draw some more, gain some life. Here we go. If we can just get like the craziest board of all time and then give everything haste, I think that's gonna be where we kind of want to be here. So there's the crab, we knew that. And they also have a decent amount of card draw with the Beanstalk, so we're just building up boards, baby. Okay. Now that I'm at 44 life, I'm a lot less nervous. Rona's Vortex. Okay, that's fine. I mean, like, we're just gonna get the Ghalta back, so, like, whatever. Let's get rid of these mana dorks and some land. I don't think we need a whole lot of land, to be honest with you. Yeah, I think it's just land. Like, we don't really need any land, right? I mean, I'm not gonna fix up my hand. Usually I like fix up my hand, but if you notice, if you played with me, or I guess if you play with me, or if you've watched me, you notice I usually go lands from left to right, and then least expensive to most expensive left to right in my hand. I'm not even gonna worry about doing that right now. Some people do it the other way. I don't know. It makes me feel weird. Like, some people will put, like, the lands on the right side of their hand. This town ain't big enough. That's fine. That's... Are they gonna try and clear a... There's no way they can clear a path. This would have scared me last turn a little bit more, but there's no way now. There's just no way. 5, 10, 15, 20... Yeah. 44 life. The Rex has ward, and we've got 2 other big, fat, green, stompy boys. Like, nah. Not worried. Do your thing, though. And this town ain't big enough? Sure. I mean, we're going to get these things back. And again, honestly, I no joke would be kind of scared unless we had a way to give all of these creatures haste. Like, if they just kept bouncing our stuff back, bouncing our stuff out, bouncing our stuff back, we honestly could just deck out without ever having, like, to present lethal. But I think that one, like, these, like, little silver bullets here could really come in handy. Again, Archdruid's Charm, less of a, you know, silver bullet, but these, like, little, like, people give me a whole, like, why, sometimes people say that, like, in the Discord, especially, too. Like, why do you run these, like, these weird silver bullets? It's because it gives you an out to win. Because otherwise, I don't know. We could literally deck ourselves out before ever presenting enough to go, like, 15 damage. But if we get Surrak, then, like, we can just give everything haste after we play it, and that'll be, like, the be-all, end-all. Okay, so 7/7, yep. Get bigger than my Overlord, sure. So yeah, you can kind of see, like, where this would be kind of scary. I don't think they're going to want to, like, take any casualties here by swinging. But we have to win, too. As long as we can snag. Okay, that's not... We'll get it eventually. I'm not too worried about that, so... 28, see, 28 cards left in the deck, and if we start playing all of our stuff, obviously that's, you know, a little, you know, problematic. That's why I'm kind of like, that's why I didn't go for the Vaultborn Tyrant initially, but I think as of right now, we're just trying to get into our haste. Outlet, Polukranos, sure. Sire of the 7 Deaths, alright. I think we'll just go for, I mean, we just go for Ghalta. I don't really know. I mean, like, what else can we do? Go for the Trailblazer, I guess, but maybe I should have left one land back. When I discarded all those cards, probably should have kept at least one land. I mean, it was a little bit foolish, but we'll draw. Oh, okay. Never mind. I was going to say, we can draw into a land here, but we do not. So we'll just discard the bigger stuff here. Whatever. I don't think it matters a whole lot. Rex is good, though. I don't know. Rex is kind of good. I think it's a Trailblazer or a Charm. Charm's kind of bad. Okay, we need that. Okay. Not worried about fixing on my hand here either. Haven't even casted a single Smuggler Surprise this game. Alright, another Storm Chaser's talent. Yep, that's never bad. What else you got for me? All right, there's a land. All right, eventually, like I said, eventually we're gonna be able to stomp through here, so it's not that big of a deal. Get down the forest, obviously. How like much more time do we have? I don't think we're like under that much scrutiny. So maybe we just drop a Rex? I mean, hold on. I think we just go for maybe Smuggler Surprise. I mean, we can kind of just push the issue. Outcaster Trailblazer also lets us draw, so at the end of the day, we're gonna have to do a little bit of drawing here. So let's go for the Trailblazer and go for the Vaultborn Tyrant nonsense, and then we can kind of reassess what we're doing here. So okay, there we go. We got the Hunt Caller. But we do have like this huge hand. So I think we just kind of go for broke, because if we can put everything onto the battlefield. I'm a little bit nervous about a counter spell, but we can't play scared. No one plays scared here. So let's go for Smuggler Surprise. I don't think this is that big of a surprise. I think they're kind of expecting a card like this pretty soon here. But let's go ahead and give it Hexproof and Indestructible. The Indestructible will be really nice when we swing in, because we are going to take some casualties if they do want to block. So Smuggler Surprise. I don't think it's that big of a surprise, but please do not counter it. Okay, that's actually not that bad. This town ain't big enough is not a counter, so they're gonna like tap everything down, do some crazy stuff here, but I don't think they're gonna be able to tap down all of our stuff with this. Just watch this. Crab, sure. What you tapping? So they don't have hexproof yet. Sure. Here we go, baby. Here we go. Go! No way. No way. Okay, we're gonna go for Ghalta, Stampede Tyrant. This is gonna be absolutely insane. Ghalta, Stampede Tyrant, and then we just get down the Hunt Caller. So Surrak, Hunt Caller. This is gonna be absolutely bonkers. Look at all the card draw here. No. Ghalta was gonna go crazy. That would have been absolutely insane if they would have just let the because Ghalta would have came down and we would have got everything haste at the beginning of our combat, so it would have been absolutely nuts. Nevertheless, that was pretty cool. That was pretty sweet to see it actually come into fruition. But nevertheless, let's see if we can recreate the magic here. A hedge maze. I still want to know what they were running the black for there. So Smuggler Surprise, sure. I think we just want to go. We can go for the disguise, but I think it's just better to get this down. There's almost never a time where it's better to go for like the disguise with the Bloom-Kin. Typically, you just want to just get it down and push for damage. We could go for Paleontologist, but we're multiple turns off regardless from a, you know, a big Smuggler Surprise or a Vaultborn Tyrant. So I think it's probably okay to push damage here rather than just set up ramp. So I could swing in with the Elves, but if I go for Paleontologist and then I want to go for 2, leave up 2 for the ability with a Paleontologist, we kind of don't swing with the Elf. So let's go for the Paleontologist. But now I'm kind of thinking here. Last game we used the Bushwhack for the land pretty aggressively. And because I don't have another land, don't I kind of want to use that now? We did that last time, and it worked out pretty well for us. So I think that's probably what I'm going to do. We missed out on a point of damage with the Elves, but I still think this is probably better. Yeah, because we don't have a land. I want to guarantee I hit a land drop next turn. And I don't want to pay for it next turn, if that makes any sense. So there you go. You're just going to go for the throw on the Paleontologist anyway. That just means that we're going to exile their graveyard. So we miss out on a point of damage with the Elves. It's fine. All things considered, it's fine. That's one of the weird things with this deck is like the Bushwhack. Like, do you want to use it for the land earlier, or do you want to save it? A lot of times I'm finding out if you don't have a land drop, you just play it for the land. Okay. You know what? Because see, now we're back in that situation. Like, we don't have any land. Disguise for 5. Let's do this. We do have enough land to do it next turn, but we're going to need more land in general. So almost never, like I said, you almost never disguise this thing, the Bloom-Kin, but like I think because it does add land and we can pay for it, we need land to be able to go for Surprise or Vaultborn Tyrant. So I guess here's one of these rare occasions where like you kind of want to set it up for the land, I guess. I don't think it's much of a disguise. I think they can see through your disguise. This Bloom-Kin's got like a corny mustache and it's just like, oh, who am I? Cash grab. Still, I'm not. I guess go for the throat, but like, kind of just weird that they're like running go for the throat in a deck like this, just for like the removal, I guess, the black sources. Rona's Vortex, sure. Oh, whatever, it's fine. It's actually not that fine. Actually, I take that back, because that actually prevents us, if we don't get into another land, we can't flip the Bloom-Kin up, so actually it's kind of annoying. There's a Krabby Patty? Alright, well. Not that it really matters. They can't tap me down. Not that it really matters, but I'm a little confused. Oh, they're going to fight. I was going to say, why would they do this now? They can flash it in any time. Ah, that's actually really annoying, because the Bloom-Kin gets bigger as the days go on, I guess you'd say. So, at this point, we need lands, so I'm actually going to probably just do this. Yeah, we just need lands here, so let's pay that. Yeah, that's fine. We do have two dorks here. I know the Paleontologist is pretty damn amazing, but I think I'd rather just lean towards going in for the elves and pass. Still not entirely sure if we... see, even still, though, like, we have enough land. We kind of found it. We had the Smuggler Surprise. Typically, I don't want to do that, but it is what it is. I still don't know. Like, should we have had this, this Bloom-Kin? Should we have just played it for the 2? I feel like this is the most relevant situation where you would go for face-down Bloom-Kin, and it's still like, I don't know, maybe it was the right move, I don't know. Definitely take a beating. Wow, this is kind of crazy, though. I mean, they have to be kind of careful. You've got 10 life. I mean, so they probably have another crab here, then, because, like, why would they feel that confident? But nevertheless, we're not going to go in for the Bloom-Kin. We're just going to drop a Tyrant down. So let's see if they do go in for, like, go for the throat or whatever. We don't care at all. Don't care even the slightest bit. If you kill the Vaultborn Tyrant, we are, like, just absolutely good to go. Another kind of down point about the Bloom-Kin is that whenever you turn it face up, it's obviously not going to enter. So it doesn't really help with the Vault. That's fine. That's fine. Because you know what? At this point, like, this face-down Bloom-Kin might just be like a chump blocker. Because we gotta, I think we can win the marathon. They're gonna win the sprint, I think. So, if I just, like, chump block, I think that's probably in my best interest. Yeah, I know it's close. It's close. It seems kind of dumb. Let's let it go for one time. It goes down to 13, but they gotta be careful, though. They gotta be careful. We gotta be careful. You gotta be careful when you play Magic the Gathering. I'll tell you that right now. And this tiny big. Okay, so they're gonna. Okay, that makes sense. Here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I know they're gonna flash in this crab. So it's kind of scary. It's kind of scary to just go in for the Vaultborn Tyrant. I think we kind of have to, like, maybe get more bodies down in general, because they are going to, whatchamacallit. You're going to get this crab going, and they could sneakily kind of find a way to win. I know I have to respect this deck, man. So let's go for the Outcaster Trailblazer. We're going to plot it, and we're just going to go for double dorks, man. That seems pretty wild. That seems pretty wild. I understand. Completely understand. But I just feel a little bit more comfortable this way. Let's take the slow route. Let's take the scenic route. They're gonna tap me down. That's fine. No other creatures, no man lands or anything like that, so we can kind of breathe for a second. Because honestly, they use this to tap down the elves. I don't really care that much. So we're faced with the same dilemma here, man. I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna do it. Let's go ahead and block here. I know it seems crazy because, oh, we could flip this up. At this point, I don't care. I just want to alleviate the damage. Let's slow them down a little bit. I think they're maybe facing a little bit of desperation here. We're gonna find a permanent. Yeah, Bloom-Kin, like I said, that was just so awkward. But I think at the end of the day, we do just want to slow them down because our win condition isn't changed by that. Our win condition is going to be go for Tyrant, Trailblazer, Value. Ghost Vacuum is pretty good later in the early in the game, but now it's kind of whatever. So now we go for Trailblazer. Okay, yep. And these elves can also be just blockers, which is most likely what's going to happen. But let's go ahead and go for the Vaultborn Tyrant first. So we got 13 life. I don't know if this resolves, we'll have 16, but that's kind of beside the point. We want to win the marathon. I do not want to get into this like weird trap where you're like, you think you're good, they tap you down, and they just like sneak in a window for lethal. Like that happens a lot with this deck. I'm telling you, man. It's not big enough, that's fine. See, here's the thing though, because now I think they're kind of baiting us into like using all of our mana sources here. I could go for the elves and then go for like a Trailblazer here, but let's just go for the plot. But I would rather just get it down now. I know that we can plot and supercharge for the mana, but I'd much rather just do this now because I might even block with the Trailblazer. So they got like a bazillion cards in here. I mean, I don't even think going for the Ghost Vacuum is even effective, really. If you get Ghost Vacuum on turn 1 and you start like, you know, you get like 8, you know, exiles out of it, it could be relevant, but right now, not so much. They run so much black sources for just a deck that's like running like Go for the Throat, and like in the sideboard too. It's kind of weird. Sure. Got 19, unless they have some sort of crazy pump. I don't think they can really do anything here, but that's fine. Take our damage. If they pass turn here, I'm starting to feel pretty damn good. I don't think it really matters a whole lot here. Like, it just doesn't really matter. They've got a whole lot of stuff going on. Doesn't particularly matter here, but nevertheless, we'll just get rid of that. Another Vaultborn Tyrant. Oh my god. So I think we're just getting Vaultborn Tyrants down, right? Drawing cards, gaining life, building the board. That's what we want to do. I haven't seen a single counter spell, so going for Rex doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. This town ain't big enough. Again, that's completely fine, though. So what they're going to do, again, though, you got it. Man, they're so sneaky. Good thing I know kind of how to play around this deck, because this deck is so damn sneaky. Because then they do that, then they flash back the crab, they tap down your creatures, they clear a path. That's how this deck rocks, but fortunately we have enough chump blockers here, and we actually get another body down, though. This is really phenomenal. A 2-drop 9/9. Come on. A 2-drop 9/9, draw 2, gain 3 life. They know it's over. Good game, baby. Jackal-Poop, what a name. All right, let's go ahead and keep this. This is pretty good. If we can get into Mahousa Mulligan, let's go ahead and give the opponents the friendly mulligan. Hello, everybody needs a friend when you take a mulligan, because those things suck. All right, Jackal-Poop, let's see what you got here. Going in for a Llanowar Elves into a turn 3 plot with the Trailblazer feels absolutely disgusting, so hopefully they don't disrupt that with a cut down or a Torch a Tower or something. Red is that? All right, you got me. No turn 2 Trailblazers, but we do get a turn 2 Paleontologist, so it's actually pretty damn good as well. Yeah, let's do that. Makes sense to me. See if you got another one. Honestly, though, I don't really care that much. Oh, this is gonna be Gruul Delirium. Oh, okay, all right, cool. We can rock with that. So, Trailblazer, go ahead and plot you down, and we'll be on our way. I think we should be okay here, but we'll see. Trailblazer can kind of give us a nice little spark plug. Can't swing in yet, so that's good. Ren the Realmbreaker, okay. This card's really interesting. I have not really played Gruul Delirium too much. I played it like one time for one video, but I never really played with the Ren. So I guess we'll see. Man, it is kind of tempting to go for Trailblazer, but I think we could really do like a spark pluggy type thing here. So let's just search for a land for now. All right. 3/3, obviously, not really looking too good, but they can't block, so like this is looking all right. It's just swinging for you for now, and swinging to the face. Kind of unfortunate for them. because obviously they can't block, but I mean, that's the kind of one thing about the Ren. I think it's a little weaker than perceived. So they do have Delirium right now, but unfortunately for us, unfortunately for them, the Paleontologist, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to try and go for a 10,000 IQ play here. Before combat, I mean, this might not work, but before combat, what I'm going to do is exile. Because most people don't play, they probably are not apt to this. So let's strike, and let's go ahead and get rid of Ren. Ren's been the point of conversation this entire game, so let's get rid of Ren, and now that should take away their Delirium. Unless they've got another Ren in their hand, they could go for... Actually, no, we're good. We're good, right? So that takes away their Delirium. Ah, they can't swing! Now they can't swing with the Beastie. Alright, there we go. There we go. That's pretty cool. So let's go in for the Trailblazer. Give me an oops. I'm assuming that's kind of on them. They just thought they could like swing or something. I don't know. We'll see. That's actually kind of funny. Just take away their Delirium right before it matters the most. Because most people are not really... I mean, they don't see this pile of stuff here. Tyrranax Rex, Paleontologist. They probably forgot the Paleontologist can even exile cards in their graveyard, I'm assuming. Maybe that's what they're oopsing about, but... Nevertheless, let's go for our Tyrranax Rex and get a card draw here. Unfortunately, our Trailblazer has got 2 toughness, so that's like a premium Burst Lightning candidate, unfortunately. Now I got the Smuggler Surprise. 1 mana left open. Let's just swing in first. Do we want to be a lot of times with the Bushwhack? I do kind of just like fishing out a land, but if you do the math here, it doesn't exactly check out for a Smuggler Surprise. 5, 6, yeah, it kind of does actually. So I think we may as well just do this, right? I'm kind of surprised by how many times this is the optimal play with Bushwhack, is not to fight, is to just search a land so that you can go tap out the next turn. So that's land guarantees that you can tap out for like something big, like the Smuggler Surprise next turn. Scout. Big fan of the Scout. This Scout is really good in my opinion. Oops. I don't know what they're oopsing about. I guess they're just not hitting Delirium, but I got 20 life, so I doubt they're going to be able to really do anything super crazy here. They're swinging. All right, that's a choice. Getting aggressive on me. Still don't have Delirium. Oops, yeah, that's... no blocks. Yeah, I think we're going to win that War of Attrition here, so... as long as we have got 8 for the Smuggler Surprise, you should be good. Oh, and I got another Vaultborn Tyrant. That's actually really good, though. That actually ensures that we have something to play with the Smuggler Surprise if we just go for it now. So, like, yeah, that works. But for now, let's go for it, man. You need 6. And then this makes 8 pay. But now, no matter what we have, we already know that we've got a Vaultborn that we're going to get. Oh, we get a... Okay, here we go. There we go. Surrak the Hunt Caller. There we go. The Vaultborn Tyrant's going to have haste now, too. Oh, here we go. Bam! Let's go. Out. Okay. The comment, they give me a nice thank you. Let's go and get our card draw here. Let's go and give them a little cheers. Thank you very much. And they explode. What a good game. I don't think a Bushwhack and a Rex is going to cut it. Probably going to have to mulligan this, unfortunately. All right, this looks a little better by default. Yes, this is better. I love the Sire 7 deaths. Kind of the point of the deck here, but like, realistically, we're going to have to just get something low to the ground. So on the draw versus aggro, so this is Gruul Delirium. Ghost Vacuum should come in a lot of handy versus this deck. Let's see what you got for me. Keen-Eye Curator, oh, that's actually a problem. No joke, Keen-Eye Curator is actually a gigantic problem. Because they can kind of just snatch whatever we're trying to snatch. And they can do it unlimited, unless if they have the mana, of course. I only get to tap, so... Keen-Eye Curator is actually the one card like that really kind of offsets the Ghost Vacuum. Not great. We got the Flourishing Bloom-Kins that can get bigger. I didn't really want to put it out on turn 2, because A, of course, the tower. So that's okay, I guess. They probably are aware of like the Ghost Vacuum standoff with the Curator, so... Let's see if they tap out. They do not. So I'm still gonna do this to kind of force the issue and have them tap their mana sources here, but Because they could just do it again, so there's no point in waiting, I don't think. Tear Asunder's good. I do like the Tear Asunder because they have a lot of different, obviously, creatures that are enchantments or artifacts or whatever the hell, so... And plus, if we do get, like, an Overlord, we actually can just remove anything if we have the Black Source. For now, we're just chilling. Definitely not too great here. Of course, we could just go in for the Flourishing Bloom-Kin for 3. Or for 2, rather. And make it a 3/3. But... if you're missing out, sure. Don't have a whole lot of options right now. Obviously, Tear Asunder is going to be able to take out the fear of missing out, so that's nice. Bushwhack. Yeah, I think we're going to have to try this out. We could just go in for, like, should we just try and fight the Curator? Let's try this out. Exile this. See if they want to, like, maybe tap to steal it with the Curator. Ooh, so they don't. See, now that they don't, that tells us that they got something up their sleeve. That tells me they want to use at least 2 mana here, but I'm still going to have to go for it. I don't love it, but it is what it is. And then we can kind of just go for, like, the Bushwhack, or maybe... Now that they... Man, that's really scary. I was kind of hoping they would. Let's just take a chill pill here. I know we could Bushwhack the, whatchamacallit. The Keen-Eye Curator, but they didn't do that. It's so weird. Oh, Questing Druid. Maybe I should have just Bushwhacked then. So I don't want to... Yeah, I kind of want this Bloom-Kin to stay, because obviously we don't have a big dinosaur or anything like that, so gotta kind of keep our stuff here. Screaming Nemesis is actually really damn bad. If we swing... Nah, I'm not feeling too good about this one. We can also just... Oops. Oops, what's that mean? Oh, because they... I guess maybe they could have gone for a Questing Druid first or something? I don't know. These oopses are kind of scaring me. Yeah, I mean... I guess I have to block, realistically, right? If they have, like, a Monstrous Rage, I think we're just, like, toast, though. Maybe we want to get this thing bigger. Oh, man. Not really a good situation to be in. We're definitely going for Tear Asunder on the, Yeah, I guess. So I guess we'll just take it. I'm not happy about it, but we'll take it for now. Questing Druid, sure. We gotta make maximum usage of this Tear Asunder. So, I guess that was probably the oops that they were talking about. But nevertheless, let's just go ahead and do this on the fear of missing out. I know they don't have Delirium, but I can't use the other side of it, so might as well get rid of something while we can. I think we're just kind of cooked here. I'm not going to lie, this Bushwhack, I mean, we're going to have to fight something here. Eventually, this Keen-Eye Curator is going to get bigger. We can just block the Nemesis. Guess we'll do that. Doesn't feel great here, though. Nothing really feels too good. Definitely not swinging in. $11 life. Maybe I should have just... I don't know. Because if I block the Nemesis... Oh, another Nemesis. Yeah. Ah, gross. Gross, gross, gross. Screaming Nemesis is so damn good. How much is this worth in paper? Breakout. Oh, God. How much is Screaming Nemesis worth on paper? It's got to be like... Isn't it like 30 bucks or something? It's got to be a lot. It's a mythic, I know. Oh, no Wicker Folk. That is really unfortunate. Yeah, this is a lot of pressure. I don't think we can do anything here. See, this deck actually does not even need Delirium. Like right now, they just got us. You know what I mean? The Screaming Nemesis being able to deal damage is just too crazy. I think we just block you. Our only hope, realistically, is to top deck into... At this point, there's too much damage. I don't really know what we can do. Just top deck into like a Vaultborn Tyrant, but we don't even have enough mana, so... Screaming Nemesis is going to take this. I think we're just cooked. But we'll go ahead and draw a card here. Just for keepsakes. Get rid of you. Yeah, so you got the Smugglers, but that's still not going to be enough here, so... let's just go to game 3. Hopefully we'll just kind of try and draw a little bit better, so... All right, yeah, you got it. Let's go to game 3, baby. Round 3, fight. We can keep this, right? Come on, this is just such a good hand. All right, let's see what else you got for me. All right, this looks a lot better by default. It's still a little slow, but we can rock with this for sure. Oh man, I think realistically it's just gonna have to be one of the big things. The charm is pretty damn nice. It's close. I mean, we have 2 7-drops without smugglers. It's just gonna have to be the Sire 7 Deaths or the Vaultborn Tyrant. I think it's probably the Sire 7 Deaths. This is really agonizing. I know I'm taking a long time on a decision that probably should be made pretty quickly. Oh, it's agonizing. I think we're just gonna take away the charm is just too good early, so let's take it with, okay, final answer. Let's do that. I know it took absolutely forever, so sorry about that, but let's get down our Ghost Vacuum on turn 1 and we'll be okay. I do love the Sire 7 Death, so I think the Vaultborn Tyrant is going to be, especially if you need to draw cards, because we already are on a mulligan. We need card advantage, so. There's that Ren, alright, Ren and Stimpy. Oops! This is like the 3rd time this opponent's oops to me. Hold on. No! Are they going to miss a land drop? Okay, that's definitely an oops. That's definitely an oops. Okay, I see what you're oopsing about now. Alright, let's go for the Trailblazer. Let's go and plot it. No need to get hasty here. Yeah, come on. I don't know what you're thinking there. You cannot keep a 1-lander. There's no way. So, alright, maybe that Torch of Tower kind of moved out of the way for a land. We'll see. No, oops! Hey, you know what? Let's go ahead and give it to him. Let's go ahead and give him a cry. I'm sorry. Hey, let's go ahead and give him a thinking face. I was going to give him the laughing face, but that's a little bit too mean. That's a little bit too mean. We got to save those for like the more toxic opponents, but... My turn, yeah. I guess we'll just kind of eat up the graveyard here. That's crazy, though. I mean, you cannot keep a 1-lander. There's like just no way that's going to work out for you, so... I think we just go for the Trailblazer now. Yeah, especially now because of the Bloom-Kin. This is pretty good, though. Yeah, I mean, we can, you know, we're going to put the Vaultborn Tyrant on hold here. But because the Flourishing Bloom-Kin has 4 power, this is definitely where you want to be. So, yeah, this is fine. And then we can keep up 2 for the Charm. Do they? Okay, so if they've got a Burst Lightning or a oh, man. The lucky charm, the Archdruid's charm is gonna come just in handy. They're probably gonna scoop +1/+1 counter, so we're just going to escape it and get the kill, and we're gonna escape the burst lightning here. They're gonna quit. But yeah, good game. There's no way they can come back from that. So hey, GG's, clank them up, and there it is.